So today is another one of those days where I filmed an entire vlog and I've decided to scrap it. This morning in the car, I remember putting the camera in my face and kind of committing to making a better vlog than I made yesterday. I didn't feel very good about yesterday's vlog. It was a standard vlog. I showed what I did, but I didn't think it was anything amazing. I didn't think it was that creative. I didn't think it was really that good of a vlog. So I said, I'm going to make a better vlog today. I'm going to make something more creative. I'm going to make something that is better than what I have been doing. So I committed to it. I carried my camera around all day. I carried around my GoPro. I set up cool shots. I did all sorts of cool things, and I captured my entire day. And I guess that's kind of the point of a vlog, is to capture the entire day and kind of give a synopsis of what I did. And that's fine, but I'm realizing that I think I need to change my format. See, I started the vlog not to vlog. I started the vlog because I wanted to make something every day. I didn't want to go a day where I didn't create something that wasn't there before. I want to do that every single day, and the vlog was simply the vehicle to do that. So sometimes I'm sitting at my computer editing a vlog and I'm trying to make it interesting. I'm trying to do something that heightens the level of the vlog. So I could be adding cool music, I could be adding cool effects, I could be trying to make a moment seem cool. But just like with anything, if you don't have good source material, then the final product really can't be that much better than the original material you were given. And that's exactly what it's like doing some vlogs every now and then. I'm working with decent material and I'm trying to create something great. But I'm realizing that really is not sustainable, and it's really not a good way to do it. So I've done 32 vlogs so far. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but it's really been really difficult to get to that point. It's so time consuming to do this vlog thing. It takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of care to make the entire thing happen. That's kind of besides the point, but my point is that I have done this long enough, 32 vlogs worth, that I've actually learned a ton about this whole vlogging thing and really what it has been for me and what I want it to be. Most days, vlogging for me is carrying my camera everywhere and filming everything that I do and trying to find creative ways to show what it is that I'm doing. Like, say I'm walking out of my house, getting in my car, and going to school. I don't just do that. What I do is I go set up a camera outside of my door, and then I go back inside, close the door, come back out, and then walk past the camera. I lock up the house, I put the GoPro in my car, and then I walk away so you can't see me out of the shot, and then I get into my car so I can tell the story of me leaving my house, getting into my car. Once I get into my car, then I show the time lapse of me getting to school. So it's all about telling a story, and I have to set up these shots. But the problem is that I'm telling the story of mundane moments in my day. Even the moments where I'm walking out of the house and getting into the car, that is a mundane moment, and it remains mundane because it takes me nowhere else. There's no purpose to that part, showing that part of the story. One of my favorite ways to craft a story is to use a lot of fast shots. So when I did the video mounting a GoPro in my car, or whatever it was, I showed myself finding the box, opening it up, ripping things out of the plastic, wiping down the car, putting things on the car, and then showing the final shot. And that story worked because even the mundane things led to a payoff. And what I mean by that is me opening a box is really not that exciting, but it becomes exciting once you know the final result, once you understand what me opening that box was about. So the point is that I need to be a better storyteller. I don't want to tell the story of my entire day. I want to tell the story of the most important parts of my day. So if the most important part of my day is one event, one thing that happens, then I need to tell the story of that event rather than telling the story of everything else that happened. Me driving to school, me doing mundane tasks. That's not engaging. It's not engaging for, I think, you, but most importantly, it's not engaging for me as a creator, because those mundane tasks don't tell the story of anything really important. So I'm gonna try to switch up my format a little bit. There are days in my life that are unbelievably interesting. I'm doing crazy things, I'm doing amazing things, I'm doing wild things, and I'm doing a lot of them. And those days, I think, are fascinating. They're fascinating for me. I hope they're fascinating for others. And I can do a traditional vlog on those types of days. But the days where I'm not doing so much and where I'm really just kind of hankering down, I'm doing work, I'm doing, mundane things, I'm not going to do a traditional vlog on those types of days. It's just going to be too mundane, and I'm going to be facing that same issue of trying to take something that's not very interesting and making it interesting. If I make a chocolate cake and cover it with chocolate frosting, that's really good, because the base of the materials, the base of the cake, what the core of it, everything that it's made out of is delicious. It's great and will always be great. But if I make a cake out of spinach and dog food, it's gonna be really hard to make that good. It doesn't matter how much frosting I put on it or how many sprinkles or how much I doctor it up, it's still going to be made of spinach and dog food. It's not going to be inherently good because it's not made up of good ingredients. And that's how I feel about the vlogs that I'm not really proud of. I'm using bad ingredients, aka bad footage of me doing mundane things, and I'm trying to cover it up with the frosting, which is good editing, good music, and other little things that make my day or the things that I filmed seem more interesting. So from here on out, I'm gonna try to be more creative in the beginning of the day. And what I mean by that is I'm gonna really think about what it is that I'm doing and what story it is that I want to tell. So instead of waking up and kind of mindlessly turning on the camera and hoping that great things happen, I'm going to make sure that I plan in my head, plan on paper, whatever it is that I think would be the best story for that day, or stories, whatever it is. If my day is packed full of great stuff, then the camera should be on 24/7. If it's not, then I need to pick the moments more sparingly, and I need to find the most important part of my day, and I need to tell that story. This thought is actually really liberating to me. Like I said, I'm only 32 vlogs in, but I'm understanding, or at least starting to understand, how this whole thing works, and really I think what's gonna make me happy. I realize that I've said the same thing about 10 times now, maybe, but it's really helped clear things up in my head and really helped me find an understanding of what it is that I want to do. Yes, I'm vlogging, but more importantly, I'm telling stories, and I have to be a better storyteller. So I'm looking forward to trying that tomorrow and for the rest of time. So, should be fun.